Welcome to Behind the Man, where the man I'm behind is currently in front of me. Eddie Kadi, welcome.
Thank you very much, Dougie.
How are you?
I'm good, I'm real good.
Now I want to go straight in with a question on stand-up comedy. You're not too sweary on stage, no Fs, no Cs, Ws or indeed Ts. Another person who doesn't swear on stage at least is Jerry Seinfeld. Is he an influence?
No.
Okay, next question. Eddie, who are your comedic influences?
Okay, so it's quite funny because when I started stand-up, it was a couple of years after I graduated from university. And before that, I was just hosting showcases. I never thought much of stand-up. It's so funny that much later on I realized maybe subconsciously or indirectly these people did influence me. I remember growing up, watching Def Comedy Jam stuff, people like Bernie Mac. It was amazing. I was a massive, massive fan of Ronnie Corbett. I was just addicted. Like anytime he came on TV, that was, sort of my thing.
Not many people list their influences, including Bernie Mac and Ronnie Corbett.
Well, this is it. So it's quite crazy because I think Ronnie Corbett was he was very snappy and the facial expressions, and was very into himself type of thing. So I like the fact that some people watch it and not really get, what he's talking about. And it just felt like he was talking to me all the time. And later on, Bernie Mac was more looking at just how Americans do their thing. You kind of felt like you had a piece of understanding of American black culture.
And what was great about the Bernie Mac shows when he used to turn to the camera and talk to America. I don't like this America.
There you go.
That was beautiful. Like breaking the fourth wall.
Well, with Bernie, it was that. It was almost like you felt like he was your uncle. He complained all the time. I think maybe prior to that, probably prior to that was Lee Evans. Lee Evans, for me, it's just no balls. He will go on stage with about 50,000 towels because he's leaving everything on stage, And the fact that he was so talented even with the piano as well and stuff like that, it was just amazing. But his whole thing about, just the energy brought on stage, the way he would sweat, just to tell a joke, how animated it was. He took a little bit of those, sort of Laurel Hardy angle. He took a bit of that sort of Charlie Chaplin angle as well, which I really loved. A bit of just the energy that I really liked. And I also put that on stage as well. I like telling stories using a lot of body language. So those are my influences, I would say.
Well, I'll tell you what, Eddie, you've got quite a few influences.
Yeah, man.
Two of them, though, sadly not with us anymore, Bernie Mac and Ronnie Corbett. I wonder if we can just have a moment's reflection on their genius. Can we agree we live in an information age?
Yes, we can.
And that up-to-date information is imperative for everyone on the planet?
Absolutely.
Then why does the blog on your website stop at 2012?
Because I can't be bothered. Do you know what? I've got to a stage where social media, the Instagrams, the Facebooks. I mean, I think only maybe 3 days ago I checked my Facebook Messenger, which goes back to people sending me a message almost a year and a half ago. And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And they're probably not by that time. So now it's kind of, I've delved into the Instagram world. If you want to see what I'm up to, go into Snapchat. I'm trying to keep it cool with the youngest nowadays.
Oh, yes. As we all must, Eddie, as we all must. Just to reiterate, the reason the blog, indeed the website, isn't fully updated is that you can't be bothered.
I can't be bothered.
The blog that finishes in 2012, because for me, I was doing my research, I thought, was he overcome with London Olympic excitement?
Well, to be fair, that was probably a part of it. That's probably what triggered me to do the blog.
But again, important to remember, it was nothing to do with Olympics. It was Eddie who couldn't be bothered.
There you go.
Olingaka kusikisa batu ponanini.
Wana ke somo kitoko. Mo ngala linga osekisa batu po ko na plaisir otala batu tango bazo tala ngai batu msu bayaka bazane sengote omona mtu azi divorce mtu azangi musala metanga zo seka na opese sengo mona atapo na 2 minutes apamba.
Johnny Cash, Neil Young, Jack White, Jack Black, Bruce Springsteen, Conan O'Brien and Michelle Obama. All have appeared at the South by Southwest Festival in the US, as have you twice. That's a great booking, surely.
Oh, it is. It is. So I host the African Caribbean stage in South by Southwest.
When you were out in America,
Yeah.
I saw an interview you did about your work at South by Southwest, and it was a lovely looking lady, American, but she was of Nigerian.
You saw that?
She was of Nigerian descent.
Yes, Remy.
And without putting too fine a point on it, she fancied the pants off you. Now, did you pick that up during the interview? Because she was certainly going for it.
She went for, do you know what? How did you come across? You need to stay away from the internet. It's not for you. So she had approached me and she had a few interesting questions. I'm not sure if I took it from the fact that the kind of questions she was asking me or the way she was looking at it. What do you think it was? Do you think it was the way she was looking at me or the questions she asked?
You can probably say one or two things with one question.
Right.
You can say over 100 things with the look of the eyes. And the way she was looking at Eddie said to me, I want to bed you 100 times plus.
Well, I'm going back to Texas in March, so you know.
I mean, do you get a lot of comedy groupies? Do you have people come up to you after the stage or at the stage door, girls or indeed blokes? That's fine too. Do you have groupie involvement?
You ask a woman what's her top 3 personalities or requirements from a guy. She goes, "You must make me laugh," And the majority of my audience are ladies. So yes, I did get a lot of female attention. I still do get a lot of female attention, but now I appreciate it in a more artistic way.
I used to use that line as well. You are a brand ambassador for Ultimalt.
Yes.
Which is a non-alcoholic malt drink.
Yes.
What does being a brand ambassador actually entail? And let's not mention the brand too much now because we're not an advert.
Okay, so Ultimalt, which is a refreshing malt drink, one of the best out there actually. It's actually very tasty. You should try it. In fact, I'm going to bring you a few cans of Ultimalt.
Oh yeah. Let's just
Dougie. Have you tried any malt drinks before?
Ovaltine.
You should try Ultimalt.
Horlicks.
You should
I've had Horlicks.
No, you should definitely try Ultimalt. It's really nice.
Again, I've seen pictures of you with some ladies on their official website, and you're drinking it with ladies. They all seem very happy to be drinking it with you.
Yeah.
Do we surmise from this that ladies are not attracted to men with alcoholic drinks?
I don't personally drink alcohol, right?
Oh, Eddie, you should. It's great fun.
No, this is it. I used to when I was 6, right? But my grandma can't be extradited.
So I've got to stop. Sorry. You used to drink alcohol when you were 6?
Yeah, it's my grandma. She can get away with it. It's fine. It's fine.
What were you drinking?
I was
Spirits, beer?
Well, I was everything. I was a very active child, right? In fact, when we went back to Congo a few years ago, in 2010, we went back to Congo, was having all those, sort of what I would call a throwback Thursday discussion with the family. And then I was like, Grandma, remember when you used to give me a palm wine? And she looked at me, she said, me give you alcohol? I can't remember doing that. And of course, my mom and dad were like, what? And she said, why would you say something? I can't remember. I can't even remember yesterday. So I can't remember. She did. She used to do that to put me to sleep. And after my parents turned around, she went, quick wink. So I know she did.
Grandparenting in the Congo, you just don't know what's going to happen next. On a serious note though, I will very much remain a Malbec man. Eddie Kadi, thank you so much for your time. It's been a pleasure speaking to you, and I look forward to seeing you once again, fully faced.
My absolute pleasure. My worry is it might not be Dougie that's behind me now.
Olingaka, kosekisa, batu ponani.
Oh, okay. Dog of it, you been a Dougie.
Batu ponani.
Stop reality, I wanna get off. Colombo and coffee's all I've got.
Hello there, don't forget to like our pages, to follow us and subscribe to our channel. That way you won't miss anything we're doing. Anything. Because what we're doing is for you, and if I may say so, a pleasure it is too.